All right, here we go. All right.
How confident are you about his?
I think he's going to do fine. I made a joke, but it's true. If I had 10 minutes to live, I'd want to live it in the Judiciary Committee because 10 minutes seems like a long time. I thought the committee did a good job of asking questions that were relevant to the position of being Attorney General. I think the Mueller situation was asked a lot. I think he gave good answers about his view of Bob Mueller and the importance of letting this thing play out. It's hard for me to believe that Mr. Barr is not qualified in terms of his understanding of the Department of Justice, his role as Attorney General, and I'm just hoping that we can get back to a more traditional way of doing business. I voted for Loretta Lynch and Eric Holder, and because I thought they were qualified, and I'm asking no more of my Democratic colleagues to see if you can see in Mr. Barr a highly qualified man who may have a different view of the world than you in terms of policy, but will be a good steward of the law. So the bottom line is I thought he gave consistent answers. I'll use my best judgment. I'll follow the law and regulation. And here's what I would tell the public. That with Mr. Mueller and Mr. Barr working together, that's about as good an outcome as our country could hope for. They've known each other for a very long time. They're cut from the same cloth. And I'm confident that Mr. Mueller's report will be treated respectfully and we'll get to the bottom of all this. I think there's a growing group of senators on the Democratic side who do not share Nancy Pelosi's view. You get $1 for the wall and that's it. There are plenty of Democrats who are willing to help the president meet his priorities in a reasonable fashion if they get something too. So I'm hoping in the next 24 hours there will emerge a group of Republicans and Democrats who will basically ask the president jointly to give us a few weeks to work on this with you to see if we can produce a result in the Senate. I would ask the president if that does come forward and there's a critical mass of Republicans and Democrats asking for a period of time to work on this, a short-term CR, the president strongly consider giving us that opportunity. If it doesn't work, then you can act the executive powers saying I did everything I could. There's some House guys came over last night. There's a group within a group feeling like they can do something, but I don't see Nancy Pelosi's teams breaking on her. I don't see Republicans breaking on Mitch McConnell, but what I do see is R's and D's in the Senate trying to produce a product working with the president that may get us out of this mess. There's no other way to get a bill signed without the president's signature. There's no way to get a deal without the president talking to Democrats and Republicans. Nobody's going to talk seriously with each other as long as the government's shut down, I think. But if you had a small opportunity, a couple of weeks, that's the best chance for a breakthrough. I can't guarantee you an outcome if you give us 3 weeks, but I pretty well can guarantee you we're going nowhere quick doing what we're doing.
When do you plan to have the vote on Barr and the committee?
A couple of weeks, whenever the